Something is off. Something is off, off, off. Press 2 if you noticing something is off. And I'm going to tell y'all straight right here. No hold up. Something been off from this case from the very beginning, y'all. We have to fight in order to get Holly Butt locked up. Press 2 if you know something been off about this case from the very beginning. From the very beginning, Holly Johnson should have been locked up, y'all. The police have failed her in this case. Okay, they didn't do that good job with asking questions and keeping her behind jail. This case been off since the beginning. When I tell you it's some crooks, it is some scammers that is involved in this case. And that's why if you are blinded, if you cannot see that getting Romeca out of here was a darn setup, baby. This was a setup and they are proving it left and right. Come on now. Come on now. Woo! Press 2 if you felt like this case been off since the very beginning. I know I have, and I know y'all feel it too. Y'all know that all this fighting we shouldn't be doing. We shouldn't have to be doing all this fighting. Hell, they should have known right and locked her butt up and Carlos up at the very beginning. Okay? That's what it should have happened. That's why we got to play defense. Why do we have to play defense? Why the righteous got to play defense? Honey, when I tell you, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. I want y'all to hit this link because you know my platform is open to everybody, right? Let's get these likes up. Come on, y'all. Party crashers. Let's get these likes up. Hey, Queenie, let's not play day. This is a black woman right here. We got to protect our black women, y'all, because if we don't protect our black women, who going to protect our black women? Okay, well, you got black men corrupting the minds of, what do I call the type of black women Holly Johnson is? Can you give us a name, y'all? What is it? Do we call them birds? When you got black men that are influencing the mind of birds, okay, corrupting the mind of birds to do the most diabolical thing. She drove all the way from her house, which is 3 hours, to sit outside Romeca's son's school because she knew that Romeca was going to go drop her son off at school. And she waited for her ass with that pow pow. Come on now. Tell me this. Did she know that Romeca's son went to that school she was parked outside of? Did she know that? Press 7 if she knew it. She knew that shit. She knew that shit. And that's why she went there with a loaded pow pow. We ain't gonna sugarcoat shit. She knew she could not stand Romeca. She hated Romeca. She made videos about Romeca. Okay? And she stayed outside waiting on that pow pow, baby, waiting for her to U-turn. It was a setup. And they thought this was going to get cleaned off. And honey, we just had a damn scare where they threatened us with Holly Johnson was going to get out and be released to get her pregnancy. Mind you, the pregnancy that they made up, they planned that pregnancy so that she can get off, so that she can be outside. Everything they do is calculated to the point of going around trying to strike every effing YouTuber and Facebooker that's trying to get support to Romeca. They are, honey, when I tell you, these demons don't sleep, okay? And we got to talk about them. We got to talk about them, honey. We got to talk about them, y'all. Let's get the likes up. We can do better than that. Y'all know how we can come. And you know what? You might say, well, do you want me to be held accountable? I'm Gigi Medici. I will hold myself accountable. I have not been on the Romeca case consistently, but I bet you one thing, I'm going to do it now. I'm going to keep my foot on their neck. I'm going to keep my foot on their neck. Woo, but I cannot do it alone. So I urge y'all to help me Help me, help me. Let's get these likes up. Y'all know we got to push her in the algorithm. All right. Because you know, I've been pushed out the algorithm when it comes to Romeca. I've been pushed out. So we got to push my big butt back in, y'all. And I need y'all with the likes. I need y'all with the comments and the shares. Okay. We not having it today. We ain't having it tomorrow. We ain't having it next month or no next year. We got to see this shit through. Because when we don't see shit through, you see what they tried to do when we wasn't looking. You see what they was trying to do. They tried to get Holly released from prison with the excuse of she need to produce her baby. She needs to, give birth to her baby. Then once she was out, they was going to do another thing and another play to try to get her fucking free. Okay? Okay? It's always a play with them. So we got to drop them dead in their tracks, baby. Let's get the likes up, y'all. Come on. Come on, because this shit ain't right, y'all. I said, hold the hell up. Y'all are not about to play in my face like we stupid. Okay? Because this right here, this Romeca situation, this ain't no, oh, we just figuring it out. This ain't no, the system doing its job. No, I'm not accepting that shit. And y'all know, honey, they be trying to tell me, well, you just gonna have to let them do their job. What they doing right? What they say, F their job. If their job is to release killers out into the street, if their job is to harm the sake of mothers and kids out here, F their job and F them. That's how I feel about it. I don't give a F, it's their job. Hell, Satan's job is to roam the earth, to steal, kill, and destroy. That's his job. F him. I'm not about to give your ass a pat on the back because you doing the job of Satan. Hell, what's wrong with y'all? Don't come to me with that shit. I'll let you have it. Okay? Something been off from this case from day one. And everybody felt it, y'all. Everybody. But see, and that's why it went worldwide news. Everybody was talking about this because they was like, how in the hell they gonna allow that woman to walk free and that woman is dead. Romeca is dead, got shot in her face multiple times. And then she gonna holler self-defense and she just walked free. Everybody felt that was so off. It was like, Chicago, what y'all doing? What are y'all doing, Chicago? Now the victims and the victim family, we got to run defense. We got to fight to get effing justice in Chicago. Are you kidding me? Like, we shouldn't even have to be running defense, y'all. We shouldn't have to be doing this effing live, y'all. The system should do right, and her ass should be in jail, period. I'm pissed off. We still got to fight. And then they want to play in our face like we the problem and they're the victim. F that. F it, honey. F it. So, honey, whoo, they'll keep on playing. But see, they thought we was going to shut up. See? Yeah, put them pink hearts. I'm glad you put that pink heart. Put them pink hearts up, y'all. Put them pink hearts up for Romeca. I want to see them pink hearts. Put the pink hearts, y'all. Put them pink hearts up. Okay. Woo! They thought we was going to shut up. They thought we was going to just sit back and scroll and let this shit just slide like Romeca did not matter. Like her life means nothing. Do y'all remember the videos that they posted of Romeca during her funeral? The day she was going to get buried. Did y'all forget how they kept on posting those Romeca videos and laughing about it and saying horrible stuff about her? Okay, we're not going to forget that. And this is when Holly Johnson was out. Didn't they do the most worst shit when Holly Johnson was out here in these streets? Oh my God, they was making a mockery of her death. They kept talking shit on the internet. Baby, they could not stop. So I don't want y'all to ever let up on their ass. Don't you ever lay up and don't you ever have mercy because they ain't going to have mercy for you. Okay? Whew. Honey. They thought we was going to sit back and just scroll and let this shit slide. No, baby. Like her life ain't mean nothing. Her life meant something. Look at the pink heart. We still fighting for her. Like that child ain't left here without a mama, okay? Nah, y'all tried to play us. That's what that is. With that two judges and all that crap, honey, I knew that was funny business. Y'all tried to move this case around. Y'all tried to twist that shit. Y'all tried to dress that shit up with that legal bullshit y'all be trying to pull, hoping people wouldn't catch that tea. But honey, did we clock that shit? We clocked that tea. Hashtag clock that tea. Hashtag clock that T. We clocking T's out here in them motherfucker, okay? We clocking T's. They was hoping folks wouldn't notice how nothing was lining up because they don't make sense. They was hoping folks wouldn't ask why in the hell the story keeps shifting. It just keep on shifting with them. And now look at this mess now, y'all. Now the damn courts arguing with each other. Now the judges can't even agree on what the hell should happen. You got two judges saying one thing and one judge with common sense. One judge that's been sent by God saying, hell no. Hell no to the no. We are not about to release Holly Johnson now. She is not about to get special privileges for unaliving a mother in Chicago. They have a whole bunch of killers that get pregnant in jail and have pregnancy in jail. She ain't special, okay? And now the court system, the Supreme Court, y'all, gotta come in like, stop this shit, freeze everything. Woo! Freeze everything. Do y'all know how serious that is? That means something ain't right, y'all. That means something in this case got these people nervous behind them damn doors. Because let's tell the truth real plain. Somebody almost walked out of here. Okay? We had a killer almost on the loose. Okay? Yeah, I said it. Somebody almost walked out of this situation like nothing ever happened. And now everything done got stopped dead in its motherfucking tracks. Stopped dead in a motherfucking tracks. That ain't no coincidence. That ain't no coincidence, y'all. That's pressure. That's God. Woo! Didn't we put the pressure on that shit? Didn't we put the pressure on that shit? They said pressure bust pipes. Pipes is busting. Pipes is busting. Okay, hashtag pressure. Hell yeah, we're going to have to stay pressing pressure. Honey, let me tell y'all, on my soul, that's what it looked like when the system realized, oh shit, we better slow this shit down. Gigi looking at us now, y'all. Hold on, Maya Brown looking now. Nina Johnson looking. Trina looking. Big Keys looking. We better slow this shit down because now, honey, now all eyes on it, bitch. All eyes on you, judges. Hell yeah. We're going to have to run them Fairfax on your ass, judges. Now, every move y'all make, y'all going to have to explain that shit. Every move. Every motherfucking move, y'all better explain that shit. And every decision, it better be justified. It better be justified. Now listen, y'all. Get these likes up. Get these likes up, y'all. We not playing today. Okay? Come on now. Get the likes up. Woo! Honey, we only got 96 likes. Let's get to 200. Let's get to 200 likes. I'm over here losing my voice. Okay? Come on now. Get these likes up. Let's not play with them. Let's show these haters. Let's show these Holly Johnson fans what we really made of, boo, because you know they watching. Let's show they ass who's boss, bitch. Let's show them, honey. Get these damn lights up. You know they watching. Yeah. Like that. like that. Y'all gonna pay for playing in our face. Y'all gonna pay for wasting our fucking time. Y'all are going to pay. Okay? Woo! Honey. Let's get these likes up. Woo! Honey, I'm sitting here like, and this is what y'all thought was gonna happen. Y'all thought y'all was just gonna do shit and y'all didn't have to explain it. Y'all thought y'all was just gonna make all these decisions and didn't have to justify it. Ain't no more sliding. Ain't no more sliding. Nah, we ain't gonna let y'all ass slide. Ain't no more hiding behind confusion. Okay, we not doing that. Okay. So this is what y'all thought was gonna happen. You thought you was gonna finesse this. You thought you was about to finesse it. You thought you was gonna bully people out here to shutting them up. Yeah. Yeah. You thought you was gonna play in people's faces and nobody was gonna speak up. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Not this time. Because Romeca Meeks' name didn't just disappear. Bitch, it got louder. Woo! It got louder. And now this whole situation feels different. It feels heavy. It's more intense, and it's more like something about to crack wide open. Because when the higher court step in like that, that's not a small move, baby. That's not that right there. That right there. That's a moment where everything is tightening up and people are starting to realize this ain't going the way they thought it was gonna go, y'all. And whatever been done in the dark, yeah, that shit don't stay hidden forever. We gonna uncover that. We gonna uncover that right there. Cause I'm sure it's probably some scamming going involved in the background. We need to uncover that too, boo. Okay? Woo! So, honey, without further ado, and like I said, I need y'all to hit the link up. I want to hear from what y'all got to say too. All right. Didn't I read they ass down? Press 7 if I read they ass down to the ground, girl. And I love to do it. I do it every motherfucking day if I got to, and I think I will. Okay? Because when a person try to let up and relieve pressure, they ain't know how to act. Okay? Okay. So let's hear what she gotta say. I enjoy her on TikTok. Okay, come on, court with Keisha.
Our continued fight for justice for Meeks. The stay was granted late last night at that, child. Okay, Woo! real in the midnight hours. It was real late. But they did go ahead and grant the stay. So what does that mean? Let's reiterate what the stay means, okay? Language in legal system is very important. The language is specific. They will fight over one word, okay? So stay means pause. Stay means flag on the field. Stay means hey, can we pause to review the footage? That is really what a stay is, okay? Let's go back to our reference of tennis from last video, okay? So the stay means, hey, umpire, referee, whatever they call it, people that make sure everything is done legit. When they stop them to say, hey, there was in or there was out, and they say, now you need to go review the video footage, that is the best reference, okay? So they've asked for a stop of the game so that they can go review the video footage to make sure that either the ball was in or out for the tennis match, okay? And that is because they have to file that leave to appeal. They have to file their official appeal. The stay was requested so they can submit the appeal. That does not mean the leave to appeal will be denied and or granted, okay? All it means is pause, review, okay? That is what the stay means. It means pause. It means flag. It means look, okay? It does not mean anything else besides that. It is a pause. It is a review request. That's it, okay? Because I saw people saying, oh, this means she's not getting out. No, it just means pause. All right? They have to review.
Child, you know what? She ain't getting out. I'm going to accept that right there. She ain't getting out. I'm going to call it like it is. I'm going to put it in the atmosphere. She ain't getting out. She ain't getting out. Hashtag she ain't getting out. Hashtag she ain't getting out. Okay? Y'all been saying, Oh, well, maybe she'll get out after Thanksgiving. Maybe she'll get out in December. Our voices mean a whole bunch. We got power over here, y'all. Okay? She ain't getting out. She ain't getting out. Nah, nah, nah. She ain't getting out. And honey, when I tell you they hate when we say it, they hate when we say facts. And I'm gonna say it again. She ain't getting out. She ain't getting out.
Okay, that's the actual review of the footage of the play that just happened. Okay, review, under review. That's what that means. So they have to submit their leave to appeal, which is what they advised them they were going to do, which is why they requested the pause. Okay, they have to submit it. So they're working on that and they're going to submit that. So that means the state is going to submit that so they can request her not to be allowed out. Okay, that is still going to be under review, and that's what the review is for. I do hope that made sense. Okay. And again, just as a reminder, because I had to pull my pink shorts up out because it was the last set of pink I had available before I do lunch. Child, I do not deal with unwanted. Okay, and I'm very clear. You are not wanted here. Whatever you want to do on your space, however you want to cheer on your team. Okay, don't come in my space trying to cheer for the opposite side. Stay in your stand session. Okay.
Wait. Are they getting bold now? They getting bold like that now? Let me find out. Let me find out. I know they not getting bold. Hold on. You know what? Should I call Nina? I'm gonna have to call Nina, the paralegal. Press 9 if y'all want me to call Nina. I will get Nina on the phone, honey. Okay. Let's not do that. Let's not do that, honey. So when I tell you, honey, things are not looking good for Holly. Okay. Everybody is talking about it. Okay, they said call Nina. All right. You know what? I'm about to call her. Hope she gonna pick up. Hold on. Let me call her. Let me call. Hold on. Hold on. I'm about to call right now. Hello?
Hello?
Nina!
Hello? What up?
Girl! Oh! Honey, when I tell you God is good and he will never allow Satan just to run amok, he gonna put a stop to that. He gonna put a stop to that. They said the Supreme Court got in and said, hell no, she ain't getting out. We gonna have to put a pause to that. I said, I'm gonna have to call my good girlfriend Nina, and Nina gonna have to explain it. And I said, do y'all want me to call Nina? They said, call Nina. So here you are.
Baby, I'm fucking here on vacation celebrating. Woo. And happy as shit. Happy as shit. So right now, what's going on is that the appellate initiated the stay because the prosecution went up to summons the Supreme Court to get involved in this because the defense has been on their bullshit and they manipulated the shit out of 2 judges. Well, at least one judge, because one judge had the idea and Judge Odom Johnson concurred with the one judge that had the weird idea. But I don't think it's looking good for what Judge Mitchell said about what he felt about their decision. He basically said in so many words that their decision was reckless.
Ooh.
I love the shit out of Judge Mitchell right now, for real. I just pray that he gets everything that he deserves for standing up for Meeks like that.
Yes.
Standing up for the law. Standing up for the law and doing what's right.
Standing up for a black woman, a black mother, a black family. Yes.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
Mm-hmm.
It was about to be all kinds of havoc. It was getting ready to be a mess.
Yeah, we was about to put Chicago on its back.
Listen, we was about to be marching.
Yeah, I was about to put Chicago on a back. On my soul, I was about to put Chicago on their back, for real, for real.
Everything working out the way we needed to. Yeah, and ultimately, the defense didn't get a huge win. It wasn't a huge win. It would have only been a huge win if all 3 judges would have concurred, but they didn't. The defense came with some misleading nonsense that didn't even really take place. making it seem like Holly wasn't a danger to everybody because of her previous record. Bull crap. She's a danger to everybody now, and she did a lot of slick shit. And we all know what she did and all the work that she put into that fake TPO.
Can I say something about that, Nina? Listen here. Satan and a snake, they are dangerous. Just because a snake didn't bite your ass yet, and just because he haven't bought you in the past, don't mean he's not poisonous. It's still a poison. It's still a danger. Just because Satan walk in your life and he's acting nice and he hasn't did anything to your ass yet, it's still Satan. And honey, yeah. Listen, she showed us her true colors going to that school with that pow, unaliving a black mother because she was jealous of her, because Romeca was beautiful and Romeca had Carlos wrapped in her head and she was jealous. This is all jealousy. And that's why she shot in her face, because she's jealous. She is jealous. Okay?
Yep. Carlos, I know Carlos missed the shit out of Romeca, you know. And another thing too, is
she jealous.
Romeca was absolutely gorgeous. I don't give a damn about what bad days they ever presented. Everybody has a bad day, but that woman was absolutely gorgeous. Okay. And I haven't proven these claims, and I don't even know if it's really, really true or not, but it came to me multiple times that Romeca could have possibly been expecting, and that makes me not be able to stand this shit.
Shut up.
What? I don't know.
I know you don't know, but say it again. Say it again.
It came to me multiple times that there's a possibility, which is unconfirmed, that she could have been pregnant. And the thought of that.
Pregnant. She could have been pregnant.
Pisses me off.
She could have been pregnant.
That pisses me off. Because what if she was? While the defense is so fucking worried about, we don't even know if Holly's pregnant or not. What the fuck? Leaving her beautiful son behind with all this stuff going on. This is bullshit. Yes, the state did what they needed to do. The state wasn't going to lay down. The state acted immediately. So it was the appellate that initiated the freeze, but we are expecting and hoping and praying for the Supreme Court to step in and overturn that whole idea of releasing her. That's what we're expecting and hoping and praying for.
Who do we gotta call, y'all? We need to start making phone calls to the Supreme Court.
We always have done in the past, because we are true and real advocates of Romeca Blackman. We can send an email to the district attorney's office. We can share any information that we feel that could be a benefit that proves that Holly is a danger to the public. Not only that, but if you can do something like that and behave in a way like that, when you could have got in your fucking car and pulled your ass off, but no, instead you walk in front of your child multiple times and you commit a crime with your fucking baby in the car. I'm sorry, but what kind of parenting is that?
You know what, Nina, I'm sorry to say this, Nina, but you too light on her, because she came down for 3 hours where she lived and she knew Romeca was going to drop her son off, and she waited outside with all that hate and jealousy and shot her in her face and warned her before she did it. This was planned. This is calculated. That's why afterwards she didn't freak out, Nina. No. She said self-defense, because they are, Nina, she already knew. They fantasized about it. Her family already knew. Her family already put her ass up to do it, Nina. She was so confident that she was going to get off, because this is all calculated. Okay? She not about to move out and go out nowhere. She came on an assignment from Satan to kill, steal, and destroy, and that's what she did.
And look at how long she worked on the TPO. The TPO was worked on for a month and a fucking half. I mean, for several months. a month and a half after having the TPO, Romeca's dead. What the fuck? That doesn't even make any sense. How could you need to do that quickly after you just not even having the TPO for a month and a half? It's ridiculous.
They want to know this, Nina. Well, I need the info. So they want to send and write letters in Chicago.
I'm gonna send it to you.
No, wait. I gotta, Nina, let me talk. This is what I want to do. Y'all need to follow Nina on Facebook, and she's gonna post it on her page, right?
Yeah, I'll post it on my page, and I'll have both.
Nina, tell them what's your Facebook so they can know.
Nina Johnson.
Is it that simple? Just type in Nina Johnson.
It's that motherfucking simple because I'm that fucking popular.
You don't gotta cuss viral like that, Nina.
Yes, okay. I do.
Calm down.
Yes, baby, we up for the win because ultimately, even if we felt for a moment that it was a lot of pressure on Monday. I'm not gonna lie, okay?
I couldn't sleep at night, girl. I couldn't sleep.
Oh my God. I had to do everything to stop myself from crying. I was so stressed out. And I was like, you know what, Nina? Chill out. Research this. Research what the prosecution can do. Research. Keep looking on the website and see if the prosecution did something. Me and my team researched that stuff on the 20th all day, all the way into the morning of the 21st. And then we seen that the state started the filing to freeze that motion to get her released. Yes, they moved fast. Almost immediately.
That was God. God intervened. Yes.
Because there was too much snickering and laughing going on and excitement and people making announcements about whatever have you when we can't get Romeca back.
Demons.
It don't matter how hard we work. It don't matter what, even when we get the conviction, we can't get Romeca back. That's the part that sucks.
That's right.
We cannot get her back.
We shouldn't even be on a defense. Hell,
we shouldn't even know each other like this and be getting on each other's nerves and stuff. With all these rivals going on the internet. And I shouldn't even know them people. She should be alive, well, TikTok superstar doing her thing.
But jealousy of Holly Johnson, she was so jealous.
You know what? Jealousy is a disease, and it's absolutely. And you know, I just would have wanted to be a fly on the wall just to see her reaction when they actually said, "Oh, that stay is froze. We're not going to be able to move forward with that." Wish I would have been there. Wish I would have been a fly on the wall. But yeah,
to see who reaction.
So, Holly's reaction. Because they were so confident. Mm-hmm. You know? Now, if it's issued from the Supreme Court, that freeze, I mean, according to my research, this stuff can go on for a few months. But a freeze from the Supreme Court can be up to 35 days or up until they're able to actually address it. So this ain't no little bit of... This ain't gonna be, we'll be done with this in 2 weeks. No. I don't even think the Supreme Court will be able to respond that fast.
Well, Nina, I just want to say thank you, boo, for coming through. I'm definitely going to be reaching out more to get more information because I know you know.
Anytime, but we ain't missing out on nothing. We're right where we need to be. The appellate issued the stay because the prosecution summons and submitted documentation to the Supreme Court for the Supreme Court. And for you guys who don't understand what this is really about, the Supreme Court is the boss of the appellate. And if you pay close attention, and if you look at Mitchell's statement could shake some things up on the appellate because Mitchell was basically saying, hey, you guys were wrong for this. This was injustice. This was just not a good decision Basically, Mitchell was saying they needed to stay out of it. So everybody needs to know where we stand. We're still waiting to hear from the Supreme Court, and I'll catch you soon.
Yeah. And I want to know more about these two judges that's still trying to allow killer pregnant women to be free and make Chicago worse.
Well, I'll tell you one little juicy little thing about that. After doing a research with my team, we noticed that Miss Judge Odom Johnson, she does a lot of concurring with the other judge. I can't think of it, Meeksva, whatever. She does a lot of concurring. So she agrees with that other judge a lot.
That ain't right.
Yeah, because if you really want to see and you really want to look at what's really going on, you can see that why are you always agreeing with this chick? What's up with this? And then you got Mitchell over here like, oh, hell no, you guys are, this is outrageous. This is an outrage. But one last little thing, and I'm going to finish enjoying my vacation, and I will talk to you later. But one last little thing. The fact that Mitchell agreed to I apologize. The fact that Mitchell disagreed to the extent that he disagreed to and what he specifically said, you can find it on my page. That gives us a foot in the door at the Supreme Court, and it's always justice for Romeca.
That's right. All right, Nina.
All right, baby. Bye-bye.
Woo, girl, we got Trina in the building. Honey, before I bring Trina on, I'm going to need y'all to get the likes up. Come on, get the likes up for Romeca Meeks. We need to dominate the algorithm once again because they playing in our faces. So let's get these likes up. We only got 165. Let's get the likes of 500. You know we ain't come here to play. You know we don't come here to play, honey. Come on now. Hashtag Romeca Meeks in the comments, y'all. Hashtag Romeca Meeks in the comments, y'all. Hey, Trina.
Hey, Gigi.
Woo, honey. I wanted to punch somebody in the fucking throat today, girl, or the other day. But, honey, I'm a little bit calmer now. Trina, what's going on? What you got to tell us?
Girl, I'm just sitting here. I be listening to people just, Gigi. I would just let it ride. I would just let it ride.
But tell me this: when you heard about them releasing Holly Johnson because she was pregnant to have the baby, what were your thoughts?
I said I gotta get down to the courthouse tomorrow.
And what happened? Walk us through when you went down there.
I went down to the courthouse and I went to the 11th floor to the state attorney office, and the receptionist says they're all in court right now. And I said I have some real serious information that needs to be addressed. And so they sent me downstairs to the victim witness unit. And I told them what was going on in the case, and I made sure that they knew that the appellate findings, the appellate exhibits were filed publicly. And so that taints the evidence when it's filed publicly because only the judges were supposed to see that evidence. It wasn't supposed to be on Keys and Upper Channel, but it was filed publicly, giving them access. They had no idea. So they can have the entire appellate court decision retracted because the evidence was tainted and it was distributed to the public. And in seeing the evidence, I don't know why they made that decision anyway. You're solely making a decision off of one witness who was unidentified on a 911 call in Carlos.
Keep going, Trina.
Oh, I didn't know if I got dropped from the line. It was so quiet.
Girl, you know why? Because I listen.
And so it's just really shameful that those judges chose to have their names written down so they can get put in case law, essentially making a Quadasia Johnson law, because that case would set precedents for any other person who comes through the legal system who is pregnant in the pretrial basis, and that will serve as the case law to get them sent back home until they have, until the trial starts. And a lot of people had a misconception that she would just be released to have that baby. No, she would be released until the end of her trial.
Oh no. But
It
see,
wouldn't have
they
been,
oh God. They tried to trick me, Trina. They tried to trick us. But go ahead, girl. They playing in our
yeah.
face.
No, they will release her until the end of her trial when the jury decides if she's guilty or not and how long she would be in jail. She wouldn't have been released just to have her baby and then have to go back 6 weeks like I've been seeing some people posting. That's not how it would have went. So if the Supreme Court decides that they're not going to hear this case, then the stay will be automatically removed and Holly will be released. If the Supreme Court is going to hear this case, the state has 35 days to file their motion, and then Ari has 21 days after the state files their motion to file her response, and then the Supreme Court will make their decision after Ari's response is filed. So we're looking at 56 days for the information to get in and filed. If the state is going to wait 35 days, we're looking, at more time. So I know they're going to take their sweet time because I would.
Mm, 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 mm. Woo. So the long
So
story
let me
short.
ask you a question, Gigi.
All right.
Do
All
you
right.
think do you think that she that Holly was do you think it would have been better for the appellate court not to have ever agreed to let her go home rather than them agreeing to let her go home and then the same exact court says that they're going to grant the stay and now you can't go home until the Supreme Court makes a decision? Do you think that hit her like a ton of bricks when she thought she would be preparing to leave on Monday?
Yeah, it hit her like a ton of bricks because all her people do is lie to her. That's all they do is lie to
Yeah.
her and gas her up. That's why we got in this situation in the first place because her people told her, well, unalive Romeca and all these fake ass phone calls and come to find out it was a dead man. Bitch, I still ain't forget that shit. Y'all still ain't clear that shit up. Calling from a dead man phone? Oh yeah, that's the shit y'all don't want us to touch, baby. But
And that's part of the appellate
girl,
evidence that we ain't
girl,
even supposed to know. And you see how
girl,
you know it and it's common knowledge. And that's
girl.
why Ari Williams is going to be sanctioned for leaking that information on purpose.
Ooh. Ooh, honey, did y'all hear about the dead man phone that they've been using? Holly Johnson to do her scamming, to scam and to put Romeca Meeks as the caller when Romeca Meeks ain't even called her ass. It was calling from a dead man's phone and somebody else. They probably got to I don't know how they doing shit. They could be using AI voices. I don't know, but they doing some scamming, and this all was a setup, honey. That's what I can tell you. Go ahead, Trina. Like this video, y'all. I'm not playing with y'all. Come on. We gonna have to
Yeah,
let
so they
their ass
getting
know
a
what's
lot
up.
of people involved. There's a lot of heads that's going to roll. Ari is definitely in the hot seat because she got to walk up in Judge Clancy courtroom and he not going to be happy with none of the shit that she's done, especially having more witnesses out there. Remember, she already filed a motion January 7th that included the witnesses' names, and you had content creators that were Team Holly that put the people pictures and their names out here on social media. So now when she went in there with her appellate court filing, she filed the exhibits, and that makes it public, and instead of taking the exhibits into the clerk's office and filing it the proper way like all the other evidence in the case. So she's doing this on purpose, and she's trying to create a climate where she can beg the judge to seal things and see if the judge would agree to get a change of venue and take the case out of Cook County. But now she won't be able to do it because she's already been busted out. You cannot create a problem and then benefit from it. Meaning that you can't leak all this stuff to social media and then benefit from having the case taken out of Cook County or having the case sealed. So she's gonna be in a lot of trouble.
I hope she is, because she playing a very dangerous game. Trina, are you saying that she put that shit out there on purpose so the blogs can take it and then try to re-race it and try to say, well, we got to do something because the blogs got it?
Exactly.
Oh, she's a dirty mother. Shut your mouth. She's so
exactly.
dirty.
That's
She's so
exactly
dirty.
what she did.
And what the judge, y'all need to write the judges and tell the judges that she purposely put all this shit out here so the blogs can pick it up. She put it public, baby. She did
Yep.
this.
Yeah.
So we need
We
to
have
make
a
that
lot of people
clear.
that submitted. Yeah, we have a lot of people that submitted letters, you know. A lot of people weren't able to get the format together, but it's going to be more that we do as a team, and making sure that number one, Ari is sanctioned, which means that she will receive fines for all of the things that she have done incorrectly in this case. They can also suspend her law license and take her off of the case altogether. So we're
Yeah.
going to see what goes on, but she is definitely a catalyst in keeping up a lot of this bullshit with social media and leaking information of witnesses for sure. Yeah, so just keep your eyes open, you know. I've been mostly on the Facebook because they still trying to strike my YouTube channel. You know that the other highly supported, the real T, then got arrested and stuff for domestic violence.
Shut up. I know you lying.
Yes,
Well,
honey,
let's not bring her information over here, child. Let's stop that. Child, she
you
gonna
can
have
you
to
can
deal that with
definitely go
God.
watch it. You can watch it on my YouTube channel, Exposer 007, or on my Facebook, Trina Downs Testing the Waters. And I will be airing her court case live
Got it.
on May
So
the 5th.
let me ask you this. What they striking you on? You don't use a picture. What can they strike you on?
Oh, they've been doing it on harassment and intimidation, false copyright strikes, you know, a gamut of things, but you know, it hasn't been anything that stuck, you know, but they just, you know, removed my video where I'm the only one that can see the video.
Mm. Well, keep on
But
fighting,
it's
girl.
the same video is still on Trina Downs testing the waters on Facebook, so it don't matter, child.
Chop that thing up and put it on TikTok.
Yeah, I can actually. I think I
Yeah.
only put one on TikTok as it relates to her. But yeah,
And girl,
it's
get
gonna
on
be a lot
Twitch.
coming out.
Get on Twitch too, girl. Get on Twitch.
I definitely want to explore Twitch because that's an app on my television. So I want to see how Twitch works. I know how Rumble works, but I'm going to check out Twitch though. Thanks so much, Gigi.
And what about Rumble too? Because you know they say Rumble, you can say whatever you want to say on that thing.
Rumble is no hold bars. That's why I love Rumble.
Yeah, get your crowd over to Rumble, honey, and really go to work. Okay.
Yes.
Ooh,
Yes.
tell them to
But
hit
yeah,
that link.
everything is documented. And yeah, just pay attention, you guys. This is gonna be really interesting.
All right. Well, Trina, thank you. You're always welcome, and I look forward to talking to you more.
For sure. Have a good day, Gigi.
Have a good day. Well, y'all heard it
Mm-hmm.
there. Y'all heard it there. Honey, I tell you what, do y'all know about Ashley? The one that got taken out by her fiance. Press 7 if you know about that. I'm about to put my mouth on that. I'm about to go over to the messy sweet spot. Y'all know I got several channels, right? Feel free to join me if y'all want to. But other than that, I probably have to see y'all tomorrow. And if y'all want me to do more live streams on Romeca Meeks, just press that 10 and make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe here at Criminal Villains, y'all. Come on now. We almost at 30K subs. Come on. Let's get it to the dirty 30. All right. So yeah. Yeah, I'm about to go over there. I gotta say something about that Ashley case. I gotta still put my foot on Joe. All right, y'all. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all sooner than later.